Good morning. This video is on adverse possession. Of course, I remember my commitment with regard to third part of Mahabharata, and in the meantime, there were requests for Sarfasi Act also. So, in due process of time, I will be doing it. So, when talk about adverse possession, I remember in my first interview with BSRB, they asked me a question as to the genesis of adverse possession. And then I remember I have to say, I don't know. You will not find out the topic of adverse possession anywhere specifically stated in any of the laws. But the genesis is from Law of Limitation 1963, Section 27, Article 64 and 65, which deals with the topic of adverse possession, meaning thereby, if anybody is possessing the property, denying the title of the owner, he can prescribe the title by way of adverse possession. It commences in a wrong. This right of adverse possession, we can say it commences in a wrong and aims at the right. It commences in a wrong and aims at the right. So Section 27 of Limitation Act, which says, at the determination of the period hereby limited to any person for instituting a suit for possession of any property, his right to such property shall be extinguished. While comparing Article 64 and 65, 64 is based on possession. It says, articles in the Limitation Act divides into three columns. One is description of the suit, second column is period of limitation, third column is time from which the period begins to run. So 64, for possession of immovable property based on previous possession and not on title, when the plaintiff, while in possession of the property, has been dispossessed, it is 12 years from the date of dispossession. Now, comparing it with section article 65, it is for possession of immovable property or any interest therein based on title. The title holder against the trespasser or who is holding the title adverse to him. It is when he claims as a plaintiff, it is 12 years. Within 12 years, he should file a suit for possession when the possession of the defendant becomes adverse to that of the plaintiff. Now the question is, how a possession or title becomes adverse? It is possession should be open, continuous, without interruption, without any attempt of concealment, and notorious. It should be open. It cannot be permissive. It cannot be referable to the owner, such as license, lease, mortgage. In all these cases, the licensee, mortgagee, or the person who is occupying the property on permission cannot put forth the right of adverse possession. That should be in the form of a denial. Then only your right of adverse possession will come into play. Now, Limitation Act applies to suits, appeals, and applications. Of course, if the period of limitation is over, you cannot take the benefit of section 5, condonation of delay in suits, but it is applicable to appeals and applications. And it also deals with extension of time, exclusion of time, addition of time. Limitation does not begin to run, fresh period of limitation, and no period of limitation in various sections. And Limitation Act limits the remedy, meaning thereby Limitation Act does not extinguish your right, it only extinguishes your remedy. Suppose one has to, as a borrower, one has to pay, one is indebted to an institution, financial institution, and the institution has not enforced the right by filing a suit. So it is barred by limitation. They cannot henceforth, through a court of law, they cannot enforce the right. But suppose the borrower's money or check through collection comes to the hand of the bank or financial institution, they can always exercise the right of set off, meaning thereby even if the remedy is barred by law of limitation, they can always enforce their rights under the act. That meaning thereby limitation act restricts your remedy and does not limit your reliefs. Another interesting aspect is that the principle of adverse possession, henceforth till recently, till 2020, it would have been used as a shield, not as a sword, meaning thereby suppose a person plaintiff files a suit and defendant puts forth the defense of adverse possession. Okay, but the defendant who is claiming a right of adverse possession cannot himself go to a court of law to declare that he has perfected his title by way of adverse possession. This was the rule till 2020, and the latest 2020 the Supreme Court judgment by Justice Arun Mishra has reversed all these positions and said that if the right is there, he can always get a declaratory decree declaring his right by way of adverse possession and even injunct the other side from interfering with the peaceful possession. And thus the rule hitherto as adverse possession can be used as a shield and cannot be used as a sword has been undergone a change. Thus, to conclude, the principle of adverse possession is referable to Section 27, Article 64 and 65 of Limitation Act 1963. Thank you.